Hello, potassium people. Welcome back to another Banana Bite. So I'm eating this banana and asking Valve to please, seriously, please add the strange second banana to Team Fortress 2. Now, before we eat this scrumptious, short little banana, I want to talk about weaknesses, right? I've been thinking, okay, everyone knows that when you know your own weaknesses, it becomes a strength. Why? Because of a few reasons. I've kind of narrowed them down through thought process of elimination. Essentially, the first thing is just that knowing your own weaknesses leads to you being able to change them, to being able to improve on them. If you're not great at chess, it doesn't mean you're going to forever suck at chess. It just means you need to understand where the flaws in your thinking or your understanding of the game are, and then change it, adapt it, become better at the game, better understand the rules, try out more practice matches, etc. It's simple, but really, if you understand your weakness, you can turn it into a strength. The second thing that I think is interesting is that when you know your weakness, you can avoid bad matchups. You don't have to go in and commit to things that you know you're not going to be good at. Now, obviously, you shouldn't avoid every situation. You could go into something, and while you have a weakness in that specific field, it could turn more so into a strength, or at least cover up a weakness if you understand a different way of going about it, which you would only understand by applying yourself in that given situation. But it also means that you don't have to commit to going into a field you know you're going to lose. If you understand in Smash Bros. Ultimate, for instance, that Donkey Kong is really bad against Game & Watch or Byleth, you don't have to play Donkey Kong against someone who plays Game & Watch or Byleth. It's not required. You could try someone else. If you know the weakness, you don't have to try and make it better in every scenario. Pick your fights and understand which ones you have a better chance of winning. Okay? And then third is a weakness applied differently could be a strength in the right environment. If you have a problem with attention, I sometimes do, where you can't really focus on one thing for a while. Maybe it's not that it's a weakness. Maybe it's just that it's not being applied in the way that it could be. For instance, some people are really attentive when it comes to random rustlings in the woods, okay? In a survival scenario, that's great. They become aware of things instantly, right? Mid conversation, you're talking and then they hear like a little noise in the corner, like someone drops their pen super far away, and they're like, oh my gosh, what is that? Guess what? If someone was like sneaking in their house, or there was a situation where you're out somewhere and they notice something like that, but this time it's someone trying to rob you or someone with a gun, they would know first. So it might be better in that scenario, in which case it's a strength, but it's being utilized in a way like in a classroom setting where it could be more of a weakness. Does that make sense? Anyways, that's just my thoughts on it. I'm going to go ahead and eat this banana because if there's one thing I know that's a weakness of mine, is I can't resist the allure of a banana. Oh man, really need this. Oh, one more thing. When you understand your weaknesses, you can prepare for them appropriately. That's kind of what all of these little checkboxes are that I've been talking about. But if you understand that you're very compulsive, you can prepare by setting up things to prevent your wanton wants, your little spurts of inspiration, and instead focus on something that you feel more compelled to do overall, like a goal or a plan. Anyways, I'll eat the banana now, I promise. It's a good banana. Well, pedestrian people, that's it. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye bye.